So guys, Overwatch 2 has been out for a while now. We've had our hands on it for quite a little bit now. So I thought it'd be a good time to do an Overwatch hero tier list. Now, the way it's going to work, this is going to work as a three-parter series. This is the support heroes. So we're ranking all of the support heroes in Overwatch 2. So if you're looking for the tank and damage, that will be out in future videos, so stay tuned for that. But today, as I said, we're going to jump into the Overwatch 2 support tier list. Again, I have played Overwatch 2 for about around 10 hours now, and 90% of my time has been on support. So I've kind of got my hands dirty with supports. I think Overwatch 2 as a whole for supports is kind of negative. It's been actually negative reviewed online. It is definitely harder to support. You've got no peel, you haven't got your second tank, and we're gonna have to take that into consideration in the tier list. Now, I will say this, I'm probably gonna piss a lot of people off with this tier list, but it is all subjective. So if you've got your own support tier list or a tier list for any hero, leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear that. But anyway, we're gonna dive straight into it. I am only doing support just because it speeds it up. I like to explain my picks a lot. I like to ramble. All the support needs good defense for being a support, because you've got that no peel tank now. You're literally no peel tank, so it all is about defending yourself. I feel like the damage dealers are going to be more of a peel than some of the, obviously, the solo tanks. So first of all, we're going to do back to front. I think we're going to go with Lucio for first. Lucio is a very good hero in Overwatch 2. He has got that speed boost where, you know, he can speed into fights, he can speed out of fights, he can be a nuisance to their backline. I have to mention that, like, there's plenty of times as Lucio where I've just dove on their Anna unsuspectedly, and I've killed them. Obviously, they're booping off the map. He excels on Ilios, and, you know, all the maps he excels on, he's very good. He has a group heal, which goes well with other support heroes, but I'm going to rank them on, so say, like, if you're the solo QA healer, that makes sense. So where I'm going to put Lucio, I'm between A and B right now, but I feel like I'm going to be putting him in B, but I might change them, like, in the future. But I think he is a solid B hero right now. I think he's a very decent hero. Again, this is going to look so much different to other people's tier list. It's going to piss a lot of people off. Next, we have Baptiste. Baptiste is in a weird spot because he hasn't got that movement speed. He is quite, let's just say, out in the open. If you catch him with his kicks down, as I would like to say in British, that means catch him unaware, he is going to get shafted. But I will say this about him: he has that jump. Now, on some maps, especially Circuit Royale, he just excels on. I think he's so decent in Circuit Royale on some maps, to where he can jump onto the high ground. He can flank a little bit with, you know, if he gets lucky with his second support. He pairs well with other group healers like Lucio, Moira. He pairs well with Moira. He has that immortality. It gets destroyed quite fast. And a lot of people play Sombra in the beta, so Sombra's kind of been destroying that. But overall, I think he's just under Lucio. I think he's a C. Personally, I do think he's a C. He's good, but he's not amazing. Like, I've had some, like, neat little picks with his ultimate, but other than that, I think you would much prefer you would just take a Lucio or a Moira above him. You just would. Again, his saving grace is his immortality. That's all I'm gonna say. On to Moira. Moira, I personally think Moira is an amazing healer for Overwatch 2. She's just so good. We're talking about defense here. Fade every 5 or 6 seconds. A fade just gets her out of dodge. Like, Moira is so useful. She's got that healing orb she can throw on herself to defend herself. With Moira, she has that healing orb to get out of dodge. She's got a fade. She's got so much defense. Now, if a backline is flanking, which there is a lot of flanking on this game, backliners excel. You would much take her over other healers. She's just fantastic, I would say. I generally would say she's fantastic. So, oh, by the way, her ult's great too. Her ult's, you know, she gets it up pretty fast, damages and heals at the same time. Very good to keep up tanks. You can fade back to heal your other support or heal DPS that need it. So that's why, again, we're going to put Moira S tier. That's going to piss a lot of people off, but I generally think Moira is an S tier support. I definitely think she's the best support right now in Overwatch 2, just because her maneuverability, how much healing she does, group healing as well, just paired with some of these next heroes that we're going to talk about. Moira, I feel like you always need a Moira in your team. I'm just going to put it S tier. Right, on to Mercy. Mercy is a weird one. She's hit and miss. This is the fan favorite healer. So with Mercy, again, her defense is how good you can be with her, like dodging. You know, we've all seen it. We've all played against a great Mercy who can dodge, who can just be an annoying B word. But yeah, overall, I think Mercy's in a pretty good spot. She kind of relies on how good her team can defend her, but also how good she is flying. She does amazing healing, great healer, like solo healing. She's fantastic. I would definitely take it over Diana, just because she's just so useful. She's got so much more dodge and everything. The Valk right now, bear in mind, I'm playing when the Valk is being patched. I know there's a thing going around with the Valkyrie right now where it's glitched and it doesn't heal properly. I've seen that, but that's obviously going to get patched for the main game. We're going to not take that into account. I think Mercy right now is very good, and we haven't even talked about Rez yet. Rez is so good for 5v5. When that tank goes down, you have got no frontline, chat. Remember that. We have got no frontline on the tanks once that tank is dead. What can Mercy do? She can res that tank back to life. I will say this, when that tank does drop, it's hard to res the tank. Everyone's going to be gunning for you, but if you can get that lucky res off when I'm dying, you're going to make a game. You're going to be a game changer. And even if you just res someone that's like a DPS, it's just a game changer res. That's why I've always loved res. But overall, I think Mercy's in a very good place, especially she can defend herself with a pistol as well. But you obviously wouldn't want to do that unless you're in Valk. So that's why I'm going to put Mercy A tier. I think the res alone is just a very good get out of dodge, and you know, with all the flying abilities, and she always will be a very good support in Overwatch. We're just gonna say that. Next one on to Anna. Anna is literally, how can I say this without pissing anyone off? First of all, I want to say this season, in season 33 of Overwatch, I am an Anna main. I am personally an Anna main, so take this with a grain of salt. I think Anna is one of the worst supports, if not the worst support in Overwatch right now. I've seen so many people put her high up. I've seen Anna being placed in S and A tier. I couldn't disagree more with that. Anna is such a squishy healer. She has let's look at her defense. Her movement speed is super slow. Like, she is super slow. She's an old lady. Then she has a sleep dart. Now, this sleep dart is 15 seconds now. 15 seconds. If you miss that sleep dart, you are screwed. She obviously has a biotic grenade to defend herself too. She does counter break pretty well, I will say. We get into that a little bit more in the future. But yeah, Anna is so bad. I can't stress it. Her nano is fantastic. It always will be. Her nano is really good. Her anti-heal makes Anna playable. You know what I mean? Like, you want that anti-nade on their tank, on their DPS. You want that anti-nade there. But with all the flank routes in Overwatch 2, look at the maps, please. Like, look at the new maps. It's all just flank routes. There's flank routes everywhere. It's just disgusting how much you can get the drop on support. And again, with that second tank being removed, there's no peel for Anna. Unless, like, you have a Winston, unless you have a Diva. But 9 times out of 10, they're all fighting the other side of the map half the time, doing their own thing. And again, I am looking at this tier list from a plat point of view, from like an average player's point of view. That's why I'm gonna put. This is gonna piss so many people off, but I'm gonna put Anna in a D tier. She is honestly useless. She is. I'm sorry guys, she is useless. Some maps she can do well. It is map related. Like, I would take it in Eichenwald, I would take it in King's Row. King's Row, she's always going to be good. Them old Overwatch 1 maps she excels in. But again, with that second tank being removed and with less peel and the 15-second cooldown, it's just, yeah, she's not viable. I would take Moira Mercy over it any day, again, if you want a main healer. On to Brig. I have had so much fun playing Brig today. If you've tuned into the live stream, it has just been a blast. Honestly, it's great. So what we're going to be doing is placing Brig. You know what? I'm gonna just place it and then I'm gonna explain myself. So I'm gonna put Brig. You know what? I'm gonna put it in an A tier. I'm gonna put it in A tier just because right there, she is just a fantastic healer in Overwatch 2. She has got that defense of a shield. She's got the attack. She's got the inspire. So if backlines hit on her, she's just gonna destroy them. Not, you know, if she manages a kit well. She's got so much damage that she, unfortunately, she hasn't got the stun anymore. That is replaced by damage and healing output with an inspire. Like, she is fantastic. She is absolutely fantastic. Excelling with damage. She's great at diving on the supports and the backline. Bear in mind, on some maps, I will get into that in a minute. She can just charge through the team with how far a shield bash is now. You just charge through the team, pick off that Anna, pick off the Mercy, pick off the Moira. She's just great at doing that. But I will say this, she is heavily countered by Anna. That's why Anna's situational. Anna, if she gets that anti-nade on Brig, Brig is going down 9 times out of 10. It makes Brig useless. I will say that. But the reason why I haven't put it S tier, because of the counter with that and some other heroes and some maps. I've put it on A tier just because of some maps. The new maps are very open. Bear in mind, they've got a lot of flank routes, which Brig excels with. But for the majority, the maps are very open. She will get caught out in the open by, like, snipers. You don't want to run her with a sniper. But I will say, with the shield bash, she can get close distance pretty fast, and she can also use shield bash to get out of fights. Again, I would recommend playing Brig, and I've seen a lot of people's lists with Brig at F and D tier. I can strongly disagree. At the platinum rank and at average rank, she is just fantastic. Maybe not as you get up the skill tiers, because, like, she's easily shut downable. For now, I'm gonna leave her at A tier. She's just fantastic. Give it a try. She's a blast to play. I think she is in a perfect spot. Maybe reduce the damage of a shield bash just a little bit, but I think she's fine. And finally, we are on to Zen. Zenyatta. Right, Zen's an iffy one, because he will be placed at the top on, like, you know, top 500 skill tiers. If you have got the aim for Zen, you are going to be doing wonders. His Discord orb is amazing. But he lacks maneuverability. That's the thing with Zen. He's super slow. He's so diveable. Again, with all these flanks, I know I keep mentioning it, but with Overwatch 2, with them not being a second tank, and with all the flank routes, Zen is gonna get pooped on. Unless you've got good aim. See, with Anna, his sleep and her anti is a defense. With Zen, it's his aim. He's got nothing but aim. If you're a really good aimer, it would be top tier. But I'm gonna do this tier list for average players. You know, platinums, golds, and stuff. Maybe diamonds pushing it. And I will put this guy at a C tier, just because of he will get dived upon. I will say he shuts down the Orisa pretty well. Orisa, we all know she's overpowered right now. That Discord orb on the solo tank will guarantee a tank death 9 times out of 10. Very good, but again, like, Genji's gonna have a field day. Trace's gonna have a field day on him. Again, with the gameplay I've been showing, he's just gonna get shafted a little bit. By the way, chat, FT is just where I place the heroes while I place them. Here is my list. Again, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, because I've seen Anna at the top of tiers, I've seen Brig down the lower ends, but this is my list. I think this is perfect. Again, just take into Overwatch 2. Forget everything that you know about Overwatch 1, because in Overwatch 1 I will put Anna S tier. In Overwatch 1, just remember, chat, that it is Overwatch 2. It's 5v5. You've no longer got that peel tank. The healers after depend solely on themselves and their own abilities. Maybe some damage dealers could turn back and help, but 9 times out of 10 out of platinum lobby and below, they're not going to do that. Peelers do not exist. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. I do appreciate it. If you do disagree with my tier list, or you've got your own tier list, feel free to leave it down below, as always, in the description, or leave it in the live chat right now. Just a reminder, I'm doing this live. If you're new to the channel and you want to come down and watch the live streams, I do live stream 5 days a week on the channel. Feel free to come down and show your love there. And yeah, if you have enjoyed, please consider subscribing down below and enabling the bell for notifications. The tank video is going to come soon, and the DPS. I think we're going to do the tank first, because I feel like that's highly requested. But other than that, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Have a good day, night, wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you in my next video or videos. Peace.